There's this guy. Maybe he sits a few seats away in class. Maybe he works 2 desks down. Maybe you see him around your building, and something feels different when he's around. The way he looks at you, the way he shows up, the little things he does. But you can't tell if it's real. Is he actually into you? Or are you just reading into it because you want it to be true? The problem is, most guys will never say it out loud. They're often more scared of rejection than they let on. So instead of words, they leak it through their body, in tiny signals they don't even realize they're sending. Today, I'm going to show you 7 of them, not the obvious ones everyone already knows. The subtle signs that reveal what a guy is actually feeling, even when he's trying his hardest to play it cool. The first sign is his eyebrows. This one happens so fast that almost nobody notices it, but once you know it, you'll catch it every time. When a person sees someone they're genuinely happy to see, their eyebrows raise for a split second. It's called the eyebrow flash. It lasts about 1/5 of a second, and it's completely involuntary. So the next time he first notices you across a room, watch his eyebrows in that first instant. If they lift, just slightly, before he even smiles, that's his brain reacting before he can control it. He can fake a casual, "oh hey." He can pretend he barely noticed you. But that tiny eyebrow flash happens before the mask goes on, and it's one of the most honest signals a face can give. The second sign is where his feet point. Everyone watches the face. Almost no one watches the feet. And that's exactly why the feet are so revealing. Here's the thing. We consciously control our faces. We smile when we're supposed to. We nod. We manage our expression. But the feet are run by a much older, more instinctive part of the brain. One we don't think about at all. And the feet always point toward what a person is drawn to. So when he's talking to you, glance down. If both his feet are pointing toward you, even if his upper body is turned slightly away, his instinct is locked onto you. But here's the really telling part. Watch his feet when he's standing in a group and you walk up. If his feet turn to include you, or point in your direction, his attention just shifted to you without him knowing it. The feet don't lie. They point at what the heart wants. The third sign is the self-grooming reflex. This is one most people have absolutely no idea about, and once you see it, you cannot unsee it. When a guy is attracted to someone and they come near, his body automatically tries to look its best. It's completely unconscious. He'll suddenly fix his hair, straighten his shirt, adjust his collar or his sleeves, smooth down something that didn't need smoothing. Watch for that small, preening moment right as you approach or right as he starts talking to you. That quick, almost nervous self-adjustment. It's his body preparing itself for someone it wants to impress. He's not even deciding to do it. Some older instinct just took over and said, "Someone I like is here. Tidy up." The fourth sign is how he positions himself around you. Pay attention to where he ends up. Not once. Repeatedly. When a guy likes you, he unconsciously gravitates toward you. In a group, he somehow keeps ending up near you. When seats are open, he chooses the one closest to you. When the group moves, he drifts to wherever you are. It's rarely a bold, obvious move. It's a quiet, consistent pattern of always closing the distance. And here's the subtle version most people miss. He'll angle his whole body to create a little bubble around the two of you, turning his shoulders to subtly block others out, leaning in so the conversation feels private, even in a crowded room. He's not doing it on purpose. His body is just trying to build a small world where it's only the two of you. The fifth sign is the change in his voice. This one you have to listen for, not look for. And it's fascinating once you notice it. When a guy is attracted to someone, the tone of his voice often shifts when he talks to them. Sometimes it drops slightly lower and softer. Sometimes it becomes more animated and warmer than how he talks to everyone else. The key is the contrast. Listen to how he speaks to his friends, then listen to how he speaks to you. If there's a noticeable difference, a softer tone, a warmer energy, a slower and more attentive way of talking, that shift is meaningful. We unconsciously change our voice for people we're drawn to. It's the same reason people soften their voice around someone they find attractive without ever deciding to. His words might be totally casual, but the way he says them, only to you, tells the real story. The sixth sign is that he remembers the small things. This is one of the most genuine signals there is, because it cannot be faked in the moment. Most people barely remember the small details others mention in passing. But when a guy likes you, his brain treats everything about you as important. So it stores the little things. The name of your dog, the show you said you were watching, the coffee you mentioned you liked, something small you said weeks ago that you completely forgot about. And then it comes back out later. He references it. He asks about it. He surprises you by remembering something you never expected him to. That happens for a real reason. When we're attracted to someone, our brain tags information about them as significant, so it holds on to details it would normally throw away. He remembers the small things because to him, they were never small. They were about you. The seventh sign is what his eyes do when you're in a group. This is the most subtle one of all, and it's the one that gives everything away. When people are in a group and something funny or surprising happens, they instinctively look at the person they feel most connected to. It's automatic. It happens in a fraction of a second. So watch his eyes in group moments. When everyone laughs at a joke, whose face does he check first? When something interesting happens, whose reaction does he look for? If his eyes keep flicking to you again and again in those little unguarded moments, that's his answer. Because we look to the people who matter to us. We seek their reaction. We want to share the moment with them, even without a word. He might never say a single thing about how he feels. But if his eyes keep finding yours across a room full of people, his body already told you everything. Now here's what matters most. No single sign on its own is proof. Anyone might fix their hair once or glance your way by chance. What you're looking for is the pattern. Several of these showing up together again and again around the same person. Because one signal is a coincidence. But 3 or 4 of them, repeating consistently, is your answer. And here's the honest truth to remember. Body language tells you what someone feels. It doesn't tell you what they'll do about it. Some guys feel everything and act on none of it, because fear holds them back. So if you're seeing these signs clearly and you feel the same way, you're allowed to give him a little opening. A warmer smile, a held glance, a small sign of your own that tells him it's safe. Because sometimes the only thing standing between two people is that both of them are quietly waiting for a signal. And now you know exactly what those signals look like. If this video made you think of someone specific, comment below. And subscribe to Into the Psych for more videos on body language, human behavior, and the hidden signals people send without ever saying a word. See you in the next one.